Hello everybody, James Rink here. It is July 6, 2016, and I'm with Peter again. Today we're going to have another Q&A session to answer some of the questions not only left over from last week, but as well as a few new questions that have yet to be answered. Peter, are you there?
So hello to you and hello to everybody.
Yeah. Thanks, Peter, for joining us, and how are you doing?
Considering all crazy circumstances, good. Thank
Great.
you.
Yeah, great. Okay. And I think one of the things we need to bring up first thing on the agenda is this so-called, accessing our files, because some people, I know you have the ability through your ACIO contacts. And again, the ACIO is the Alien Contact Intelligence Organization, which Peter is affiliated with, or I guess a division head of. And so you have ability to access information about extraterrestrial or Milab files. And
Yes, it's not about this is very important. Not only my lab. It's ET agenda. It's my lab agenda. It's I don't know uh, experiments. I mean DNA shifting experiments. All these kind of agendas. Different kind of agendas.
okay, yeah. So what I'm trying to bring up here, or elaborate on, is that the list has actually grown quite substantial. So, are we going to Are we going to close that down pretty soon, or is it still
No,
open?
no, 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 no. We just will take some more time because I've got pretty rough time in job, and things are going really messy.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that uh, common people all around the world, you know, they are definitely they definitely can be happy and should be happy that they don't know what's going on. I mean, what's really going on, right?
oh, you mean like some people that get do a session with you, they're not happy with what you tell them?
No, no, I mean about actual agendas because situation is going very messy with all this world, right? And I don't want to be more precise, but I don't want to scare people, right? That's the thing.
Okay. So there you have it. Again, if you want to sign up for the list, the directions are in the description section in this video. So with that said, let's continue on here. Now, some people expressed some frustration from the video last week on why blacks are suppressed, and I know you mentioned that they had some past karma, and then I mentioned perhaps it might have had to do something with the Martian Wars, but we sort of didn't really into that a little bit more. Could you elaborate more on what the karma was for this?
Yeah, that's good question because karma isn't like mm, hmm karma isn't mathematics, right? It's like yeah, technically yes, it is mathematic, but it is so complicated that I mean mankind, with our ability of comprehension, wasn't able to make some mathematic formula how to determine karma. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the problem. So there can be, and I'm myself personally, I'm pretty sure that there was pretty much countless factors. They caused uh, bad karma for Africans people. I mean, from black people, because there are not only black people in Africa, but most of them are black. Yeah. So that's the thing. But we've got only very um, few pieces of mm, of knowledge, of wisdom about, and that's the thing. Not only about wisdom, but uh, evidence. What caused? What is the cause of all this? Yeah, that's the problem, and because of that, I don't want to tell people things I am. We are not. I mean, we in ACIO are not sure of, right?
Okay. So someone suggested that perhaps during the time of Atlantis, the black race created a slave race of white people. Is there any?
Uh, yes, but that's the thing. It's this is not enough as a reason for such bad karma. This is not enough, okay? No. No, 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 no. It's one of, we know that this is one of factor, but it is not enough once again. No, no. Definitely not.
So it almost sounds like perhaps they may have made some deals with some negative extraterrestrials.
No,
Nothing like
with
that.
some negative astral beings. Yeah, that will be, that's more probable.
Okay. Now, do you think this karma can be transmuted during this period of a so-called ascension that we're going through?
Yes, but I'm not sure about it. I
Okay.
I mean, probably yes, probably not. I don't know.
Okay. Because I know, once we have free energy technologies, the replicator technologies, anti-gravity, I mean, really the whole
Yeah, but that's the
suppression, it's
thing.
all going to
But
come to an end.
that's the thing. But that's the thing. We can't trick the karma because karma it's like, I don't know, like universal universal law of working of everything, you know.
But I've always thought
And
oh,
if
go
you
ahead.
if you was bad enough in last, I don't know how many tens or maybe hundreds of your incarnations, you will be reborn as a stone. And I mean it absolutely serious, right? Or maybe as a tree or something like that.
Seriously, humans can incarnate as animals and plants and
and
elementals.
and stones.
That
I
must
mean
be pretty.
rocks. I mean rocks.
That must be pretty. That's got to be difficult to become stone.
uh yes, but that's the thing. Everything, no matter if it's alive or not, from our point of view, everything has certain, like, perception of life. For example, Gaia, what is another term for Earth, it's a huge life organism too. Do you know?
Yeah,
So don't underestimate, I don't know, animals, plants, and rocks either. No, definitely not.
and is that one of the reasons why we should perhaps become vegetarians for so we don't have to slaughter animals?
Um, I don't want to say total vegetarians, but like flexitarians, what means people eating meat, but only very seldom.
Okay,
I,
just to get
I mean
those
like I
certain
mean like for
proteins.
example I mean like for example 1 2 times per month, 3 times at the most, right? That's the thing.
Okay, and is that what you do?
Yeah. Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now let's going back to karma. I always thought karma applied to a soul level. Why would it be applied to a certain racial characteristic?
Because once again, with races, because there are tons, I mean thousands, maybe tens, I don't know, maybe hundreds of thousands races all around the, not this, but all around universes, because we are not only in these dimensions, we are not only, we've got not only this, I mean our universe, there are tons of universes in our space and tons of spaces in our dimension, right? So that's the thing, that what you mentioned, I mean, why karma is about races and, I mean, for example, humankind, I mean, mankind, or maybe alien races. It's pretty much the same as with human souls, if you want to say it that way. But in another scale, in on another level. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
It
Makes
is, for
sense.
example, like intergalactic council, where every race they've got, how can I say that, delegation, right? And there is schedule. You know what I mean? Uh, it's like official meeting, and you and then not only you, but everyone from our audience, you people uh, can imagine it, or maybe, like, it's very similar, like, I don't know, like UN, I mean, help me, United Nations, right? There are, I don't know, like almost 200 countries all around the world, you
Is it?
know.
Yeah. Like it's similar to
It,
what you see in Star Trek.
if you want to say it that way, yes.
Okay. Um. All right. Well, do you want to continue elaborating on that, or do you want to move on?
Yeah, I mean, I think that we are okay
All right.
with this topic.
Okay. Well, actually, I was just curious. Do you have any information on what the deal was with these particular astral beings that the black race made? Do you?
That's the thing. We don't know. We
Okay.
don't have any clue.
All right. So there you
But
have it.
we know for, one thing for sure. It wasn't good deal. you know.
I'm thinking of like how the Europeans, when they first came to the New World, they made deals with the Native Americans and they promised them this, this, and that, and they gave them little trinkets. So maybe
Yeah.
they offered them little trinkets, but in the end, it
Yeah,
was
something. If you wanna say that way, yeah, something like
okay.
that.
All right. So moving on here, what caused the rings on Saturn?
What? Sorry. What?
What caused the rings on Saturn?
Okay. Collision of two planets.
Okay,
We
and
don't know. We don't know when and how it happened, but maybe they wasn't planets. Maybe they was Saturn's moons, because Saturn's got, I don't know how many moons, but two, uh, you know, solid, spherical, yeah, sphericals, and they crashed together, and as outcome, we've got the rings.
so what about perhaps volcanic activity? Other
But that's the thing, that there are speculations that extraterrestrials, because there are many of them on Saturn, they made, I mean, really crazy experiments. So maybe it's because of that. But as I said, only maybe. Yeah.
and I'm just curious. You said there are ETs on Saturn, or are they on the moon? Because
No,
apparently,
no, 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 no. On Saturn and on its moons.
I thought Saturn was a gas giant. Is that
Yeah, but that's the thing. There is no problem for them. They can adapt. They've got no problem. They can accommodate.
is it super
And
cold
and
or
and that's the thing. They've got technology how to make gas solid. So they practically made, like, we've got soil or some kind of, so they made something like that on inside of Saturn.
so? If a human was to visit Saturn, they would most likely die. Exposed to
No, with a special kind of suit, no.
well, yeah, it was a special suit, but exposed to
But
the
you
atmosphere.
mean without suit? Definitely yes, yes.
Okay,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
because the reason I'm bringing this up is because it appears NASA has been lying to us about the temperatures of some of the planets, in particular Mars, and perhaps Venus is not as hot as they say it is. Um,
Yeah, you are absolutely right. Yes, yes.
okay, and I've also heard that there was a prison on a moon on Saturn, and that's where they're sending some of the really dark beams
Yeah,
to
yeah, but
Cabal.
this is not regular prison. It's only like transportation facility for uh hmm universal criminals. I mean criminals from universe, from not only from solar system but from all around, um, star systems all around solar system. And from this prison they are transported to nearest huge prison camp, prison facility, nearest to sun. It's like it's called, help me, Butcher Bay. And I mean, yeah, it was like movies and TV series, and it was mentioned also in video games, but it's real, right? So that's 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 some kind of weird stuff,
Yeah. Is that okay? So what about this hexagon shaped object on Saturn? I believe it's at the poles. Are you familiar with that object?
Once again, please.
An hexagon shaped object at the poles of Saturn. Have you seen any of those images? Maybe you can.
Yeah, they are like, like, uh solid system keepers. As I said, they made some something very similar to soil, something solid. Do you know what I mean?
So is it like some kind of technology we're looking at
Yeah,
that's
definitely
making
yes,
soil?
definitely yes. And because once they will turn it off into, it will be disappearing in a few minutes. I mean, this rock hard, solid, soil, also coiled soil, alike something.
Would the soil dissipate too that when the machine is turned off?
Yeah, definitely, yes.
That would be pretty catastrophic to their civilization, though, if that
Yeah,
happened.
that's the thing.
Okay, all right. And are you familiar about the race of ring
Mm,
caretakers on Saturn?
no, 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 no. This is not about the race, about races. There are tons of races. Oh, look, look. I mean, 95, maybe 99% of people believe that mankind is only one race living on this planet, right? It's not true. There are more than 100, right? Including, of course, including cross species, I mean crossbreeds. And look at the massness, how big is Saturn. and just and just try to open your mind and like, ah, how many of them are there, so this is definitely not one race show. When it can be one man show, okay. Let's talk about one race show. No, definitely not.
Well, do you know about a race of ring caretakers?
Yeah, but as I said, it is not a race. They are uh hybrids,
And what did they do?
crossbreeds.
What do these caretakers do? These ring caretakers.
The technically nothing. They are just taking care of rings, because rings are very important for whole planet.
Okay, and important how it stabilizes the orbit.
Yeah, yeah, definitely yes. Because there are huge anomalies in um, gravitation and electromagnetic field.
Okay.
It is something like uh, our moon. It's very big according to uh, mass of our planet. Yeah, and without moon there will be catastrophic situation, because seas and oceans will make huge floats. Do you know what I mean? Because uh, they are mm, because they are driven technically by gravitation field of the moon, and there these rings, I mean on Saturn, they are like stabilizers, if you want to say it that way.
Okay. I wanted to bring up another news article that happened recently. A British politician, Jo Cox, died in a assault attack from a neo-Nazi member, and what they're not saying is that this neo-Nazi was actually, I don't know if it was a patsy, but it appears that there were actually time manipulating Krononauts behind her murder. So, and Peter's already told me that he doesn't have any information on this. So I
But that's
suppose
the problem. Chrononaut. Do you know
what
what I'm?
what is that?
Because because it is really strange. Chrononaut.
It's
Because
go ahead.
Chrononaut, it's like special type of, I don't know, like like mm, time, space, and I don't know, everything traveling system. You can travel through, you can teleport, you can travel through time, through I don't know what. And I mean, like, this is really weird, because we monitored, I mean, and we also are monitoring all these devices, because they are strictly prohibited for uh, inappropriate, not only humans, for all beings, you know, because um, it is something like, I don't know, uh, when you are going to gun store and you are buying some lethal weapons, you need to have a license to keep and to use them, because they are from military. Do you know what I mean? And this is something like that. This is this type of case, and I'm really surprised that something that happened something like that. I mean, I don't know what should I think about it.
Yeah, well, it was really bizarre, but they're not reporting the more bizarre parts of that story in the media. Um,
I'm just saying I don't know, and it's almost three weeks old. I mean, like, I don't know. It's total crazy for me.
okay, so you don't have any information on what a chrononaut is?
No, no, no. As I said, I know what it is, but it's strictly prohibited, forbidden to use. You need to have a very, very complicated. You need to go through very complicated exams, clearances to have it, to use, to carry it. And as you know, as allowance to carry to use it, and like something like that, it's total crazy
So,
for me.
so I just want to elaborate for people who don't know. A chrononaut is someone that does time travel.
Yeah, yeah.
That
And it is like, well, time and space traveling and killing machine together. All, I don't know, not two, three, or four in one, but I don't know how many in one. 10, 12, 15, 20, maybe 100 in one.
that sounds like something a super soldier would do out of Montauk.
Yes, if you wanna say it that way. But I mean, I, I'm totally shocked about it, to be perfectly honest.
Okay, well, maybe in the future you might have some more information on that, but I think we should
Yeah, I
move
mean,
on.
I know what is Chrononaut, but the problem is that I'm total shocked that some unappropriate entity got it.
Yeah.
Phew, this
Well,
is really bad.
yeah. Well, who knows what she might have done in the future?
Yes, that's the
Probably
problem.
something positive, and they wanted to stop. Um, Hopefully, this can all come to an end somehow. I mean, surely the first beings they should have the power to intervene, but I guess you say they don't really care. A lot of them, the first ones, I guess you call them.
Problem is that first ones don't wanna involved. They are just, we are just looking, and I'm really pissed off about at them about it. I mean,
And
because of it. But they created something. Not only us. They created everything practically. And once we ask them for help. Oh no, nothing. What nothing? We are only observing. What? Why? Why are you only observing?
so
Help!
who are we
Just
supposed to
just
pray
help
to?
us. That's the problem. They don't wanna involve. They are basically like God in Bible, or I don't know,
The
like
Elohim,
Yahweh in, or Yahweh in,
Jehovah.
in Talmud. No, no, nothing. I just created, and then what? This is zero logic in here. You know. You
Yeah.
created
Well,
something, and once it's screwed because it is dumb, you will not help it. What? Why? Zero
so
logic for me.
yeah. So who are we supposed to pray to then? Since they're
That's my question. That's my question. My question too. I don't know. I've got no goddamn clue.
and when we meditate, we're supposed to. I mean, we're generally speaking, we engage into an emptiness state of mind or a void. So, is this? is this what we need to do instead? Just not to have contact with the first ones, pray to them, just focus on ourselves or inward or
No, 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 no. That's the thing that they don't wanna involve directly. But what they are doing very often, they set it in the past and up, and they are setting them up, and they will do it, of course. Circumstances that another extraterrestrial races, or maybe alliances, something like that, will come here and make it, make it clear here. Yeah, that could be a way of going out from this crazy situation.
but then again people might try to worship these extraterrestrials.
Definitely yes, because as I said, they are not directly, and they will be not directly involving, but they will send, you know, creators, if you wanna say it that way. I mean, extraterrestrials, or maybe extraterrestrial alliances who will help us. You know,
And that's what I know Corey Good, he talks about the blue avians. That
if you wanna call them that way, okay.
Yeah, and we've already discussed the blue avians, but apparently they're not here to as benevolent as
But that's the
they
thing.
allege.
They're like, I don't know, like, oh, we will help them, but they are not ready yet. And that's the thing. Once we will be, it will be like 5 minutes between noon, sorry, before noon, and we will be like, oh, finally, and they will save us. Sorry, I am laughing at it, but
Okay,
this situation is so crazy, like so crazy.
so what would be one of the best ways to naturally enhance our suppressed powers and abilities? How about meditation? Would that help?
Yes, definitely, yes. Meditation, yes.
What about, say, if we want to activate third eye activations, extrasensory,
Third eye and Kundalini, of course.
telekinesis abilities, remote viewing?
Yeah, yeah, and Kundalini, of course.
So you recommend? Is there a particular type of meditation you recommend?
People need to search out what is Kundalini, and how can they open it, and all kind of stuff. There are tons of materials on the internet, and they can go for it in libraries. I mean, normal libraries and all kind of stuff. Absolutely no, tons of it, they will be satisfied, right?
Okay, and I know you've mentioned that your abilities were enhanced through a particular technology means, a microchip or implant.
Implants, no, 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 no,
No,
not
not
microchips,
microchips.
implants, bio implants, not only bio, but they are biotech implants, if you want to say it that way.
Um, and so I guess the general population is probably not going to be able to get access to that unless they.
Oh no, because of vaccination, most of them already have something like that.
So we all. Do you think we all have femto technology inside of us? The femto tech, the little nano
Most
femto
of people,
bots.
I don't know, like 80, maybe 90%,
So
because this is not many people like, uh he's telling some serious bullshit. It's only a matter of last 10, 15, 20 years at the most, blah blah blah. No, They are telling bullshit because this this tech is like, I don't know, 50, 60 years old. Of course, they were not femto, these pieces of tech. They were nano and you kind of something like that. But they were here. And people were vaccinated. And their DNA uh, was changed. I don't want to say manipulated, but it will be pretty close to the reality.
Okay. Is it possible we could connect with our own femto technology and use it to heal us, or instead of it being all AI?
Yes, of course.
And what would be
Through meditation, as I said. That's the one of huge paradoxes. Through meditation.
so you almost
So
become a cyborg by meditating?
I don't want to say cyborg. How can I say that? Because you've got something, or maybe most of us, we've got something. What's like hurting us, or maybe if we don't want to say hurting us, so misusing us. And with meditation, or maybe thanks to the meditation, we can turn it 180 degrees, from hurting and misusing to healing, and helping not only ourselves but another people. I don't know, like, how can I say that, equipment, if you want to call it that way, so let us call it equipment.
Would it be possible to say, like, because I know we talked about super soldiers have
No, no,
loaded
no,
with
no, no.
this.
We are not talking about super soldiers. We are talking about every single one, about every people on this planet. We are talking about, and not only people, of course. We are talking about approximately seven and one quarter, almost 7.3 billions of people. And sorry, 6.5 billion of people all around the world, and rest, they are either extraterrestrials or many races, and either, like, cross species, crossbreeds.
Yeah, but for those who out there who are super soldiers, can they meditate and access their own femto tech and take
Oh,
over?
that's the good question. It's very not very complicated. It's almost impossible to say. It's very individual from case to case.
Because I know some people have contacted me and they said, "Well, what if we just show love to the AI because the AI supposedly controls us?" But will that work? Because AI is not.
AI, it's okay. Problem is that their AI is PPAI, what means pathology predatory intelligence. Sorry, artificial intelligence, also called black goo. And you can show everything to black goo, nothing will be okay.
So showing it love doesn't work.
Definitely not.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully that answers someone's question out there. Okay, but going on here, what is your opinion on the Mandela effect? And before you answer that, I just want to comment what that is because some people out there may not know. Has to do with how some people recall certain individuals being alive when they're actually dead, or certain timelines have been changed. Like some people recall Puerto Rico and Washington D.C. becoming states within the U.S., and then other people recall, say, the Tiananmen Square massacre where they actually rolled over the tank boy, or Nelson Mandela being alive, and he's dead and alive, and Billy Graham was another individual in that. So, what exactly is going on here? Why are some people's memories different than others? Any idea?
It's very easy. Well, like gaps, because like many people will say it or maybe writing comments like, this is crazy. No, this is not crazy. Remember three movies? There it was a series of three movies. Men in Black. I mean, total serious, right? They neuralize people with neuralizer, right? And that's the thing, that there is time gap, and of course, in this time, things happened, right? And of course, they don't use the same, how can I say that, same load, same dose of memories. They load different memories, because they realized, okay, this, that, and that, something like that happened. Okay, so we need to make another construct. But of course, these constructs, they are not the same, and this is the.
Why aren't these memory constructs the same?
No, they are not the same, because they can't be the same, because, as I said, something for example, okay, something happened in 87, 80, sorry, 18, in, I don't know, like, yeah, for example, 87, 88, when, for example, there was, I don't know, like, cold, yeah, it was pretty much in the end, but there was Cold War. Something happened in like 97, 98, and something happened, I don't know, like in 2K, I mean 2007 or 2006, and something last year or 2 years ago. Why? First year, 87, 80, 88, or 87. Look at it. Cold War, what going on? Yeah, 87, 4 years before 9/11. I mean, terrorist attacks, right? Then 2007, 1 year before financial crisis, right? And last year for and 2014, for example, right? 1 year before, I don't know, for example, before beginning of refugee crisis in Europe, for example. And these four are four so huge differences that they are not able to make it, smooth and clean. These new constructs, new memories for people. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
So I don't. Yeah, I kind of get. I understand that the timeline could be changed at these particular points, but I don't understand why the constructs. I mean, you would think the memories would be similar for everyone. Why does it have to be
Yeah, but
different?
that's the thing. Something happened. They made a time loop, like time bubble. But once something happened and people survive, or maybe certain people can remember original timeline, there are misunderstandings. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
So I recall what happened in the Tiananmen Square massacre. Does that mean does that mean everybody else has been memory's been wiped, or does it mean that?
Yeah, something like that. Finally, and for example, like something, I don't know, like this shooting in Orlando. I mean, I am taking just example from very recent time for people, especially from US, and um there will be few people who can remember it. Yeah, and I don't know how many another. I mean, what are you talking about? There was no shooting in Orlando. Are you serious?
Are,
Or maybe they will have another memory like it wasn't a gay club, but it wasn't in I don't know where. It doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? It's total crazy. This is the thing what I'm
so
talking about.
okay, so let me ask this question: Do the people that have this Mandela effect memories alterations? Does that mean they have been neuralized by the MIB specifically?
Yeah, that's the problem. We don't like MIB, what is like no MIB, but it's like sixth division from ACIO, and they are not fully control. Uh, they are not fully under control of ACIO headquarters. They've got something. They've got very specific. Delegations and agenda, and if you want to say that way, it's something like state, I mean like republic, and there is certain specific area with autonomy, something like that. They've got their own government, their own ministeriums, and all kind of stuff.
Could they possibly be set up for infiltration by, say, Kruger or Ultimate, Monarch
You
Solutions,
mean you mean you mean
MIB?
you mean Kruger Monarch, Shoreline, and Ultimate?
Yes.
No, but that's the thing. They they simply they are simply making things like with hot hat. You do know what I mean? Like they are shooting uh, 3 or 4 times, and after that, what about think about these things? And they are doing things crazy. Yeah, sorry. I am laughing about it because it's horrible, right? But I don't know what should I do with it, you know.
Yeah, I don't know what to do either. We've already discussed some of this in other shows. Apparently, I guess we just have to wait, maybe till some beings out there can help us out. um, okay, well, I think this is good. I think this is a good point to move on here.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's are you familiar with the different types of twin flames? Someone wanted to know that the violet. Oh, I guess it would be a violet flame. Um,
Twin flame is like soul uh, on soul level, so it's on astral level, and you are fated. I mean, your fate is crossed with this soul, and you need to be with this soul together.
okay, so your twin flame is the other half of your soul.
If you wanna say it that way, yes.
Okay, and so I guess
Technically, yes.
all right, and then a soul mate would be someone. Is that part of your same soul, or just someone that you worked closely with in the past?
Yeah, very close to you in past.
Okay, and are there any other types of soul
Nope,
groups?
nope.
Okay, well, so yeah. Hopefully that answered your question. Going on here, when will the reptoids, Ananinnies, Illuminati be forced to give up reign of all this dark suppressive tech on the populations of the world?
When?
Yeah, when?
I don't know. We don't know. We don't know when they will. You mean when they will stop it?
Uh, they're forced to give up control, I guess. Yeah.
Nope, nope. We don't know when. We don't know.
I know you mentioned 2017 to 2023, but I guess that was just the first contact of
Yeah,
extraterrestrials.
yeah, it will be just, how can I say that? It will be beginning of the end for them, if you wanna say it that way. Yes.
But the Anunnakis, they're going to still keep trying manipulating us because they love doing that.
Yes, that's the problem.
But
That's
the
another part of story. Yes,
but the
or
Illum
maybe not another part of story. That's whole another story. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, I heard a rumor that perhaps the Illuminati. I think it was Benjamin Fulford. He said that there's been a financial reward put out to track down any of these cabal members and have them exterminated. I think, but they have a deadline. I think it's July 10th to give up. Maybe, and of course, now you've mentioned about these mercenary army groups, these Nazi contractors that create super soldiers. Uh,
Yes.
so
I can repeat the names of companies. It's like it's Kruger, Monarch, Shoreline, and Ultimate.
and
But they
perhaps
are
DARPA.
not they are not a mercenary company. I mean, yes, they've got divisions, but at first and at most important role, they are four largest DoD. I mean, Department of Defense, of course, from US contractors. These four four. These four corporations, they've got, I don't know, 90, maybe 95, oh yes, almost 95% of all DoD contracts.
Yeah. So I guess the point I'm trying to get here is that do these military contractors can like if you're a member of the cabal, can you contact one of these contractors to go out and do a mission for you?
I mean, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that yes, that answer is or maybe will be yes.
Now I'm glad. Okay, so the reason why I'm bringing this up is I don't know if this is true or not, but I was told that the going rate is 1.4 million USD to do per mission. Do you have any information on that?
It's very low.
That's too low.
It's very low budget. I mean, very low budget.
So they would need to cough up more money than that to work with these
Yeah,
groups.
yeah, that's the thing because, and that's the problem. They are not um, bounded technically, bounded to money. They've got no problems with budget because they've got their all these four corporations. They've got their own money printers.
And they should have replicator technology too, so they can just manifest gold bars.
Yes, of course. Yes, you are
So
right.
so what I mean, what are they getting from all? I mean, I know we're jumping around here. So these contractors, what do they gain if it's not money? I guess it's power. That's what they want.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And
It's
they
like a
they
drug.
can. How can I say that? They got power over another corporations and companies all around and then the powerful people all around the world because of blackmailing.
So who's really in control? I mean, is this cabal really the one who's running
No,
things, or
no,
is
no,
it?
no, 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 no. Cabal is only they are only naive that they are in control, because in this pyramid, if you wanna say that way, I mean the Freemasonry pyramid, the eye. Do you know what I mean? The eye.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
the
yeah. That's the
Illuminati
thing.
degrees
That's
are
the.
above
Give me,
the
give me a
Masonic.
sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. The eye. In the eye, they are not humans. They are either crossbreeds, either aliens. Of course, shapeshifted to mankind looking. Sorry, mankind. Appearance.
All right. Okay, so there you have it. So I guess even if this so-called Dragon Society or whoever puts a hit money out to take out the cabal, it still was. There's still going to be this other groups that are still. Maybe it's almost as if having the cabal in place can act as a balancing act, to counteract this other groups from taking over. But then again, I don't know if we want to keep being run by the cabal either. They're not really doing a very good job taking care of humanity at this point. Okay, so going on here, someone wants to know: will these reptoids, Anunnakis, and Illuminati? I can already answer this question. They want to know if they're going to have karma, universal karma, and I mean that's pretty much a given. It just appears like they have so much money, so much power, and it's been allowed to go on for so long. It just doesn't seem like they get karma come back to them. But maybe that just takes time, or is that?
Sorry, what?
The evil has been going on for so long with these groups and the things that they're doing. It doesn't appear like karma is affecting them. Are they getting get out of jail free card?
Are you sure that you are right?
I don't think that.
No.
I don't think
No,
that's right.
they if we wanna say it Christian way, their souls are burning in hell. Trust me.
So there's a special place in astral. What do you call astral hell?
If you wanna say it that way, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
but they believe in of course. I mean, I believe in reincarnation too. But they believe in reincarnation. They think they're just going to come back. And
No, this is not working like that. You've got limited count of tries, and if you waste them, mm, you will be burning for eternity.
okay, and some of them think that they can just use anti or re-aging technologies to just bring them back.
Sorry. Yes, of course they can, but once again, it's limited.
Eventually, the
It's
re-age.
pretty close. It's pretty close to infinite, but not infinite. There are always limitations.
Okay. All right. So. Okay. So I was just curious: are soldiers chosen for their genetics only, or particular souls? I'm assuming this is super soldiers.
No.
Particular
It's combination of specific soul and DNA structure. It's combination of it, and there is extremely complicated mathematical formula how to count it. I mean, if somebody is good for, I mean, if somebody fits the criteria to be a super soldier.
Okay, so there you have it. It's a little bit of both. Okay, so someone wants to know, and you probably know who this is. Have you met any of the X-Men?
Yeah, I'm mad, but the thing is, they are extremely unstable. They are very good people. I mean, like, it doesn't matter if males or females. Problem is that they are unstable and they are overdosed with these crazy. I don't want to say that because they don't. These are not drugs. I mean, like you are not high, no, but they destabilizing, like formulas, and the problem is that without it, they can turn to super soldiers and how can I say that? Once they are on mission and they've got solid mission to do, they are very good servants. But once they've got no certain specific reason, they are to be turned and be on mission because they are like animals, like hunting animals on mission. They are very bad bosses. They can turn to very bad bosses, right? That's the problem.
Is this where like one of their alters are
Yeah,
programmed?
yeah, yeah. Bad alter is like overtaking the situation.
Okay. So does that mean the story that we've heard about in the comic books about X-Men and various types of X-Men, does that mean they all exist or maybe just a
Yeah,
different
yeah,
way?
yeah. And oh no, not. There are many different other different types of them. There were shown only very little few of them. Trust me.
And what military contractor groups does these X-Men work with?
All these four I mentioned. Kruger, Monarch, Shoreline, and the Ultimate.
Okay. Would you consider yourself an X-Men if you're
I don't want. No, definitely not.
okay? All right. Well, hopefully that answered your question. So moving on here, what is the role of the Department of Naval Intelligence?
That's the problem. Department of Naval Intelligence was a special department under or maybe derivated. I don't want to say under. I want to say derivated from Department of Defense. Uh, for black ops purposes, specifically for black ops purposes. Problem occurred when all these all these four companies, yeah, when they growth so much and so fast that they have their own private army much bigger and much more powerful than its like normals, I mean state, I mean federal US army. That's the problem, yeah.
Yeah,
When
because
all these four corporations grow so much,
and
right?
that in part because the U.S. government depends on tax dollar. Really, I guess they
Yeah,
man,
yeah, yeah. That's the
and
thing.
they
But
okay.
that's the problem that the U.S. government they've got absolutely no clue that they have. They, I mean, these four corporations that they've got also their own development, very hidden. You
Okay.
know,
Well,
very well hidden.
I wanted to comment a little bit about the DNI because
Okay, go ahead.
so
Go ahead.
it appears that they're in charge of I'm going to say security at Area 51, but maybe the operations. Do you have any information about that?
About DNA,
Department of Naval Intelligence.
as I said, Department of Naval Intelligence is derivation from Department of Defense, made especially for financing and doing black ops projects. What means project for military project for defense. They shouldn't be seen by public and shouldn't be trackable by even by most advanced and world's best hackers, because in last 30 years or maybe 35 years there is something like there is everything based on computers, and in last I don't know like 20 25 years is everything connected somehow and something with internet, so that's the thing. It's very easy, no, nothing complicated.
Yeah, and some of these hackers could possibly be artificial intelligence themselves.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess what I was trying to get to is that recently I talked to someone who was responsible for security at Area 51 in the 60s, and he claimed he worked for the Air Force OSI, which is Office of Special Investigations. Now I know you've mentioned that base security at Area 51 is now in charge by Shoreline Group, or maybe it is OSI and Shoreline.
Yeah, yeah, it's OSI. It's only another division of from Shoreline. Yeah, that's truth.
So it's
That's truth.
maybe it's like the upper levels is more geared to DoD, and lower levels is more ET and
Yes,
super
yes. If
soldier
you wanna
secrets.
say it that way, yes,
Okay,
yes. Yeah.
all right. Okay, so for people out there who are wondering, there you have it. And of course, actually, someone wanted to know. You've claimed you've been at Area 51. Is that true?
Yeah, I don't know how many times. I mean, I'm there for I don't know, like at at least one, maybe two times per month. Yeah.
Because the reason why I want what I wanted to interject here is that recently I did a regression, and I saw myself in a 9 foot tall cyborg in Area 51. And it was all plugged up. Well, it had a left eyepiece that was plugged into a computer, and it had a Nazi tattoo. It was wearing a black pants and black shirt that was rolled up, uh, and apparently I was high up there, or at least this cyborg. I wouldn't say that's me, but I guess you could call it me. It had my face, and it had a little bit. It had white hair also. So, um, can you confirm if you've seen anything like that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nine foot
Many,
tall.
many of them, many of them, many of them.
They're that tall, 9 foot
As I
tall.
said, many of them.
Okay, so the reason why I think this is maybe important to talk about is because I know some reptilians are about 7 to 8 feet tall, so maybe they want to have a human taller than the reptoids to kind of
Yes.
because of their charge and security. All right, okay, okay, so um, all right, so moving on here. What do you correspond on Great Britain and the United Kingdom pulling out of the European Union? Do you have any
No,
information
nothing,
about that?
nothing, because it's not topic for us. You do
Okay,
know what I mean? This is pure politics,
yeah.
and sorry for that, but this is stupid. Politics for me is stupid because we in ACIOR are bringing our asses just right into middle of the front to save you people. Sorry for that, for author of this question, but it's truth. To have such stupid problems of, oh, is it Brexit good or not, or will be better president, U.S. president, Trump or Clinton? Screw this. These are not the problems. I mean, real problems. No. I don't want to talk about politics stuff. Never.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, I guess the reason why they might have thought it was relevant is because it appears that this might be the end of the cabal, or the new world. I'm sorry, the new
Oh,
world order.
this has nothing to do with something like that. Trust me.
Okay. So,
This
all right.
is this is total different and independent topics. Two total different and independent topics. Trust me.
All right.
This is pure politics.
Okay. So I was just at this point. Someone wanted to comment about the mint tea. So we've already talked about this, and I feel like we're probably going to
Yeah, no,
be
no, no,
going
no.
over this
Don't
again.
don't read the question. I because it's extremely long ass question. That's the thing. Rental situation and from 10 to 20% of brain and all kind of stuff. That's the thing. renting for ACIO. It's very easy. If you don't believe it, that it will be not misused or something like that, then no problem. Don't drink mint tea. What's your problem?
Okay, but
Do you know what I mean?
yeah, I want to add something here because some people are new to this, and this might be the first interview they've seen. So
Okay, go ahead. Go
just
ahead.
in brief, the mint tea allegedly helps you, or I guess the wisdomers will. It helps them find you, so they can help you make your life a little bit better. Now I know someone contacted me recently, and they said they've been drinking the mint tea for 50 days now, and they've noticed no change in their life. It's just still the same. And I didn't know what to tell this individual. They said, "Well, can you contact Peter and ask him when things are going to get better?" So I'm asking you now. 50 days, is that enough, or I don't.
I don't know. That's the thing. After 1 month, is not 1 month. After 30 days, it only start the process of cleaning. So this is the thing. Once somebody is doing it for example 2 months, right? No. First month is only starting process. It's something like, I don't know, you've got tons of stuff on your hard drive on computer you don't need, and you need to clean it, but you need to sort it out before cleaning, because you don't want to erase something important for you. But you've got older computer and you need to wait from clicking start button, power button, until you will be free to use it. And this 30 days, it's only something like this period, or maybe this kind of period. So that's the thing.
Yeah, and they didn't build Rome in a day, so you got to be patient
Yeah,
here.
something like that.
Right. Yeah. So please don't send me any emails asking me when's it going to start kicking in, because I don't know. All right. Now,
And
some.
that's the
Oh,
thing. I don't know either. It's how it strongly depends on how bad are you polluted. I mean, your soul level and all kind of stuff is polluted with bad things. There are people, they got changes about really 1 month, maybe 1.5 months, like 6 weeks, or maybe 2 months of drinking it. And there are people, we sorry, they need to wait half year, maybe 1 year, and then it began to work. It needs patience. It takes time.
okay. And the recipe for the mint tea is in the more in the description section. Um, so okay. Someone to elaborate now. Someone wanted to know if they say someone who had mental retardation, or say a rocket scientist who uses more of their brain, because when you're supposedly you're renting out 20%, will this affect
No.
these?
From 10 to 20, not
Okay,
20. From 10 to 20.
well, would um so would someone who is a rocket scientist, would they actually yield more information,
No. It's very easy. Once you are smarter, uh, you are uh, how can I say that? You will renting more capacity, because once you've got average, I mean mediocre IQ or something like that, it will be not taken so much. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Because there will be unbalanced situation. It's like progressive taxes. If you are earning, I don't know, 40, 60, then 80, and then 100 thousands per dollars per year, different percentage of taxes. Do you know what I mean? Very easy.
Yeah.
More than you are earning, a higher percentage of taxes you will be paying. Very easy.
So, somewhat, I don't even understand why they're asking it. Why is the ACIO targeting humans only?
Nope. No, 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 no.
Yeah,
We
I didn't think
are
that was right either.
then we build it very solid. We called it for our working purposes ghost network, and we are using only 10%, or I mean 10% of participants of soul network are humans, pure humans. So you are definitely not right. Whatever whoever is or maybe was asking this, you are definitely not right that we are targeting at the humans. Definitely not.
Can you define what a pure human is?
Pure human, like with human DNA, human soul, and all kind of stuff.
And what? So human DNA. I mean, I thought. So what does that mean? We're native to this planet or native to another
Yeah,
planet?
yeah, yeah. Native to this planet. Yeah, and
But
born and raised and live in this planet, because that's the thing. 6.5 billion of people are living, people, of course, living on this planet, because another approximately 3/4 of billion are not humans. But this 6.5 billion of people, it's only 10% of human, I mean mankind population. Another 90%, they are spread it all around, not only this, but another universes. That's the thing. Not only around this universe, particular universe.
all right. So there you have it. And I'm assuming
I
that.
think I think
Oh,
I think that this question is pretty much okay.
okay. All right. So now someone wants to know: if everyone has a file by the ACIO now?
No, 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 no. Only people who are involved in, I don't know, in ET agenda, Milab agenda, and all this kind of weird stuff. I mean, weird for normal people.
Yeah. All right. And so someone wants to know how the ACIO gathered the intel to create these files.
We've got one specific, whole specific division, and these guys are in charge of doing it.
Can you comment on where they got their information from?
No, because I am not a part of this. Like this division, and in the first, and in the second, I know that they are using common information channels, and when they are in big need, they are hacking, like like CIA and NSA, and their channels. I mean communication channels and information channels.
Right, right. Because I mean, I had someone look up my file in a DoD database, and it was Umbra. Only got to Umbra 8, and it showed I was part of some projects, but the information that you gathered was a lot more extensive. So whoever these folks are, they appear. It appears they're doing a lot better job than DoD is doing.
Yeah, you are right.
Okay. All right. So again, you can sign up to get access to your database with a session through Peter. The directions are there in the description, and I guess that's basically the end of the show. Unless Peter, you have some other stories or something you wanted to mention. How about what's going on with the Nazi situation?
I think that um, I don't know. I mean, it's complicated. I don't want to say people bad news, right? It's complicated.
Right. And again, we've talked about this in the past. Apparently, the Nazis are trying to. Well, they've been given directive to annex us, and this is from another timeline with the Nazis, but won World War II, both officially and unofficially. Um, so, keep us in the loop about what's going on with that. I'm sure a lot of people will be highly interested. And also, if you have any other questions for Peter or for me, go ahead and list it in the YouTube video. It's a lot easier if you put it in the YouTube video instead of emailing me, because then I have to keep track of what everybody's question is. So just keep it all in one place. It'll be easier. But also be sure to subscribe to the video so you can continue to get updates from Peter and some other guests as well. So once again, thank you, Peter, for joining us today. I appreciate the knowledge you've shared with us. And I want to thank the guests for listening in. And until next time, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.